And we're reading you at the moment like this. Well, sincere emotions. A good card, sincere emotions. But towards whom? That's what I don't know. Who exactly? You feel sincere emotions towards the people who interact with you. Direct situations. Here's the wedding card. Really? Really? Well, a wedding. Who are you connected with? Let's put it that way, because it's the Four of Wands. It also speaks about work. That is, the people you greet, the ones you are connected with, the ones you meet. You feel sincere emotions towards them. I hope it's a good feeling. It's just that the cards came out upright, and I hope it's a good feeling. Most likely, that's usually how it shows up, because people enjoy talking to you when they meet you or at work. Well, it's like running into you wherever they go. Sometimes it's just an action. You meet someone on the street, you smile sincerely, people can sense that you're genuine. There are people like that, you meet them, but they're somewhere else. I don't know. It's like they're wearing a mask. Yeah, it feels like the person is just using rehearsed phrases like, everything's fine. How are you? Or, what's up? With you. And you can even see that it might annoy them if you start saying something about yourself. But with you, it's clear that you're genuinely interested in what's going on with the people you work with. Or at home. There's some real interaction. Well, probably. It's mostly men, it mostly points to men, if you have any around you. Here. Because honestly, when a girl gets married, well, the Four of Wands doesn't necessarily mean marriage, although it often does show weddings. But like I said, it's really just about interaction. Well, maybe later in this deck they'll show a man if you have one. And this is definitely a work-related financial card that came up. They think that you are worthy. Well, at work, where you earn money, if you do earn money, yes, the pay is fair. So, if someone hires you, let's talk about work first. Yes. If someone hires you, that person says, well, she will do this job. I'm not just paying money for nothing. And this is also a harmonious relationship. Well, again, yes, coming back to this, who you're constantly involved with, always caught up in something together. Well, this is also called gathering the harvest together. We are together. Well, either talking, doing something together. They also note that you are here for a reason. That is, you are not. In general, people around you don't feel like victims because you are always giving something, interacting with you. As they say, you can work well together. Yes, like harvesting the crop together. Well, in general, of course, it's more about sincere emotions. It's probably like, if you combine these cards, yes, that's most likely it. Well, for example, at home, if he made an agreement with you, like for example, the man gave you money, I don't know, yes, you discussed what each person needs. Yes. And you sincerely, that is, you won't lie. You'll sincerely say, yes, I can do this. When you come, I'll buy it, or I'll cook it, or something like that. Yes. And it's the same at work. So you sincerely, really sincerely, do you feel any emotions here?
Yeah.
And the five. Well, really, it's about choice. Choice. Even though people love this card, yes. To talk only about love. But it's actually just a card of choice. It's actually very complicated. The six. The lovers. That's what it's called. Yes. But you can also sincerely say, sorry, I can't today. I have things to do at work. That's where I'm going to work. Right? Or you can sincerely say, well, sincerely, yes, I can say that I'll do something at home today. It's still a choice. Again, the lover's card is upright, and all the cards are coming up like this. It means that, in general, most people like you. Speaking of love, there is some man next to you who wants to marry you, or would marry you. Here we go again, and here we are. The major arcana shows that you are choosing. Maybe you are choosing to work, or maybe you are choosing to get married. And you can honestly, truly say this, and that's why people value and love you. Well, a difficult card came up. At the same time, yes, it means that you have a big heart. You won't just deceive people or use them for your own interests. Thank you. You see the beauty in people. So, you sincerely really can. You know, there are women who can give a backhanded compliment, for example. Oh, let's say they meet, and one says to the other, "Oh, you started looking so good, and you don't know whether to be happy or not. It turns out I started looking good, so before that, I must have looked terrible." Yes, and so, but you don't, no, you don't have that. That is, you don't have mixed messages. But they really can be not very pleasant, to be honest, because of this difficult card. It seems, yes, it's so beautiful. About love, by the way. It's very much about love. Right now, for some reason, the cards are showing that maybe the men who love you are definitely thinking about you here. What? Well, you have a goal, your own kind of goal, and you clearly and directly talk about your goals. Thank you.
Uh,
Also, this card can show that you drive a car, or you often travel, maybe for work. Well, if you drive a car, you're a good driver. By the way, yes, this card itself, it just means that you have a goal, you understand it clearly, you know it exactly, and you communicate this goal clearly to other people. Then it's up to them to decide. That's how it works here. A man is sitting on the trunk, and she's talking to two men. She says, for example, "I want to get married, and then it's up to them. Whoever wants to will join her." Yes, as they say, and you say, "I want this, this, and this." Or, for example, "I want some kind of business project, or to work here or there." Yes. And there are a few people, they're also thinking about whether they need you. Yes. So you have some openly stated goals, not secret ones. Yes. Not some hidden goals. So you know how to make a choice and honestly talk about it. Maybe even understanding that someone might not like it. And they will say, "I don't want to be with you. I won't go with you. I won't work with you because I have a different goal." Or, "I don't want to build a family with a woman like that because I want something else." Do you understand? Well, that's why I'm saying, here are two major cards. This is a very masculine card with masculine energy, and this one is a sensual card, overflowing. Yes. How feelings merged with victory, meaning that yes, you might hurt someone. This is the winner. He's also like a soldier. Yes, I clearly showed you my goal, and if you try to manipulate me here, you'll get hit on the head with a sword. Yes, or I'll just run you over. Well, in general, that's the kind of story about you that's going on right now. Let me show you more about yourself. Here.
oho.
Well, Transformer box. Sometimes girls write to me in the comments like, "Yeah, I'm definitely a power substation, Devi." So people are a little afraid of you, because everyone is afraid of death, but death itself is not afraid of anyone. Well, as a person, it's clear that you're not literally death. Yeah, I mean, you just have that kind of energy. You can destroy something, leave it behind forever, like a job, a person, even someone you love. See, that's what this is about. This is the lover's card, and you can sincerely say, "No, I have a different goal now. That's it. Forever. I'm becoming someone else." Yes, that's why here, well, in human form. Of course, you're also afraid to leave someone, to leave your job, to move somewhere else. Well, we're human. That's how it is. We're not literally death itself. It's the energy of transformation. And people are also kind of wary of you. Well, you really can sincerely say, "Well, that's it then. Yes, that's it. I'll go there. I don't know where." Subtitles. You can take off somewhere. It's like the major arcana are coming up. Again, these cards can indicate that you recently changed something. Well, it could show something like that.
Ui.
Subtitles. And you changed it recently and a long time ago, at the same time. And people can't forget you, those you left behind. In their opinion, it's basically rumors. Here they talk about you. Today, this reading is about what people are saying. There are a lot of rumors about you here, even unconfirmed ones. So, what we're going to read today isn't the truth. It's a misconception of people, of those to whom you once said no for some reason. Well, really, you sparked this fire of passion in them. Maybe to your face. You're afraid to speak, because today we'll also be reading what people say behind your back, right? You might not see them at all, and they're sitting there getting angry because they think you're wrong. This is a misconception. The card came out directly. People can be mistaken. We all have our own truth, both you and them, basically. And the truth, it's somewhere up in the heavens. Well, at least you tell people your own truth, yes, and you don't manipulate them. Again, you see, that's how this story goes. What else could death mean for you if it's something recent? Oh. Oh, your life has changed a lot, especially because of the deaths of your loved ones. And most likely, you are like a child here, or just starting from scratch. Yes, I had to start something new. Maybe someone even lost their children. I hope that wasn't the case. A child for you means death. Well, let's put it this way first. For you personally, it's like a new path of apocalypse. And in real life, it could mean the death of parents. That is, the fool is left without parents, and he will have to go on, but not necessarily without parents. Yes, it could be in general. The death of some person could
Ну вот,
really transform you a lot. Also, not in a very deep way, just like that. Yes, when we lose loved ones, and we all lose loved ones, and not just loved ones, but friends, husbands, and family members. But for you, it's really direct. Well, but look, it's all major arcana here. And again, what you need to know is that the Fool comes up, starting everything from zero, as if life has turned upside down. A person is walking in the dark. Yes, maybe it's intense, by the way. Here the Fool is even walking with a little cat. So, you suddenly had some childhood abilities awaken, like seeing the dead in the darkness, seeing, sensing, and predicting things. But then it's something from childhood, just like a cat that can see in the dark. She walks with you, maybe deceased relatives or close people, friends, I don't know, walk with you too. Well, maybe, yes, it's really like that here. The death of people may hide your secret abilities, some kind of vision, seeing in the dark what others can't see. Well, on an everyday level, of course, life just changed a lot. Well, for example, I left that behind, for example, and really grew. Your life changes a lot, like really a lot, based on the major arcana. Or you quit your job and boom, your life, well, really changes according to the major arcana. How come? How come? How does the Four of Cups get reversed? You have some kind of intuition. I'm serious. You really have some kind of intuition. In stressful situations, like with death, but it's still stress. The difference is, when you leave your job, it's just a bit less intense, or when you sell your home, or something like that. Maybe someone changed their place of residence. With the Fool card, it means ending up in a completely different place, in a different world. It's actually good the card came out reversed. Just like that. If you had stayed, let's say, at your old place of residence, or at your old job, or, well, if you had stayed in a bad relationship, you would just be stuck there. All that time, you might have even started drinking. A girl is sitting there, and it's like the Four of Cups. She doesn't see any happiness. She's stuck in a hard job, thinking, I don't see any happiness, it's bad here, but I don't want to leave either. I have no strength. You know, that's what it is. No strength, it's just exhaustion. It's this constant dwelling, repeating something over and over. But again, it's bad. Again, I don't like it. Well, and a person loses strength, as if they're draining their energy into the past. This is what Kurova's talking about, not some kind of negativity when you were risking death. That is, well, just something, but it doesn't mean you'll go somewhere new, and whether there will be happiness there or not. Well, really, this cup. It's like a guardian angel is offering it, and many people are afraid to take a step because only the beginning is unknown. You stepped into something new like that, maybe without looking, maybe you did look, maybe you also sat and felt sad for a while. We're all living people, right? But you took the step, that's the point. There are people who don't take that step, who stay in terrible relationships, who don't change anything in their lives. I don't know, even something really simple, like annoying neighbors, right? They're the owners, and they argue, make noise. I don't know. Maybe they're dirty, everything's full of fleas. I don't know, cockroaches everywhere. And the person keeps grumbling about it all the time, saying how fed up they are, arguing with them, always arguing. Or maybe just move. You know, just go somewhere else, sell all of this.
Ну,
Or they live like that with their husband. By the way, a lot of women live in terrible relationships and they drain their energy. They start getting sick. It feels like they have no strength, and with each year, they have less and less energy. You know, not even enough strength to get up, to move. Sometimes they even want to, but they just don't have the strength anymore. Because you've drained it all, this card has turned over. Well, I'm talking about smaller things like work and stuff, not about death itself, not actual death. When it comes to actual death, well, that's a bit harder. Of course, you're worried. But on the other hand, it's like some kind of vision is opening up for you. Oh, you can help your friends later. Three of Cups. Imagine going through tough times. Well, or people you're friends with, and it's you too. Something like that. Look, here, there's a girl sitting and showing an album. Well, like when you've lost someone, yes, maybe they show you something and you like, it just makes things easier for people. Well, these are people who are friendly towards you. It doesn't matter who they are, children, adults. Yes, like when maybe real friends become even closer. Maybe you gave someone support during a loss, during stress, and you became friends. By the way, that can happen too. Like when your life changed a lot. Yes, it's like friends appeared from somewhere, or a stronger friendship started with someone. Oh, your strength was growing. You can't even imagine. What card came up? Another major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards came up for you. And now they're drawn to you because you've been through something. By the way, the deceased are also drawn to you like that, because we're right on the death card. So, you were asked later, here on Earth, do you help someone get through difficulties? Well, it's like with people for whom stress. Well, what is strength? It's violence, violence against the soul. Yes, it's very hard for us emotionally to lose loved ones. Yes, and they are drawn to you.
а,
And people are the same on Earth. It's hard for them. They are drawn to you as if seeking healing. Because the Strength card also represents healing. Can you heal? In short, maybe with Cosmo Energetics, maybe something else. Actually, also with your hands, because of the Strength card. You probably have some kind of energy in your hands too. Usually, mothers like that can just touch their child and transfer some energy, and the child calms down. I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe some friends are next to you, and even if you don't say anything, thank you. There's some kind of strength coming from you, I guess. Well, in general, these cards are drawn to you. That's exactly what they said. Those you were close to, those you helped. You are like a powerful force, and these people will keep being drawn to you. But those to whom you apparently said no, you see, and you said it so sincerely. Maybe you poured out all the strength of your emotions. Who really knows? But yes, sincere emotions. Maybe you poured out all the strength of your emotions on them so sincerely. These people can't forget you. Rumors and gossip come up from time to time. They remember you, while you might not even remember them anymore. Some of them, thank you. If I'm being honest, I'll say it again. The ones you remember are those you poured your emotions out on. You remember them too, but where there was no sincerity, where you just told someone no and that's it, you forgot them right away. Maybe you don't even remember their name. Where you were emotionally involved, you have emotional memory. In general, let's put it this way. For example, you might have something like this. You meet with some people. You know, those who have emotions, emotional memory,
А,
and you start to analyze something deeply. Not the person's name, but what they are like. You know, some kind of energy. And if this person didn't touch you emotionally, didn't interest you, well, you just responded logically, you know, this and that. Because it's a masculine card, a winner. So you need to do it this way, that way, and that's it. And you forgot, you said no. And if you didn't show any emotions, you even forgot the person's name. But the people you invested in emotionally, you remember them too. It's important for you to invest emotionally. And it turns out that even those people can be angry with you. Well, it's a very small card. People you don't even remember can be angry with you. There's some old woman who's angry with you. You said something superficial, and she understood it in her own way. The older woman, those are her emotions. She's also kind of emotional. You really touched her deeply. Like that, yes. So, she feels like you were unfair. Well, that's her understanding of justice. I'll say it again, yes. Maybe it's related to divorces.
м,
Justice came up here with divorces, documents, and some agreements. Even family relationships can be involved here. But this card is about rumors, gossip. It's superficial. You might have said something superficial and actually had a completely different meaning in your mind. And the person, well, has their own sense of justice in their head, and to them it seems unfair. Some woman, oh, here it could even be about money, some kind of financial relationship, some kind of lack. Maybe you divorced her son, and now she doesn't have enough money. Or maybe it's someone's ex-wife, and she just doesn't have enough money. There's a sense of lack for her. She feels like you didn't give her something, or you took something away. I don't know. Maybe she thinks you actually owe her. According to the card we're reading right now, the first one we're analyzing, yes. There's no basis for it, as they say. It's just unfounded rumors, groundless. By the way, she could have even profited from you, but without any grounds. Well, just without any reason. You could have even given her something. But she has a very big appetite. You could say she wants more. But there are no legal grounds for that, even sort of. Probably, the person just has a big appetite. Well, emotional, I would say. She's also kind of an emotional lady. Seems older than you right away. A woman. Or looks older than you. It's hard, she's very hunched over or something. Well, when the Ten of Swords comes up for a woman, it's like something is pressing down on her. Maybe it's the weight. Maybe she's hunched over, like a burden is pressing on her, like something is weighing her down. It's time, she says, to finally put an end to these heavy thoughts about you, but she still can't seem to let them go.
wait a minute.
The moon reversed. In general, she is periodically feels angry toward you because everything is going well for you. That's how it is. Well, this clearly points to some woman. And she might even drink with the moon reversed. She might drink with the moon reversed, maybe tea.
К, м,
Turn to, do some bad things. Also not ask, not ask.
Помогёт. Давайте спросим,
Woman.
что за женщина,
Maybe yes, here by the moon.
которая
Lady.
сильно злится на вас.
It's a man, either her son or maybe her husband. Someone she loved or still loves. A man, between you.
Eight.
The King of Cups, he's completely undressed. The King of Cups. And he evokes emotions, Scorpio emotions, sharp, fiery, some kind of emotions, yes. Fiery. Well, here she is standing, you see. There is a loss. Something is there. Either she lost money or she lost this man. And here she is standing, and above her is the devil. The devil, she doesn't know what to do. Most likely, even if she tried to reach out, she can't do anything because she's experiencing a complete loss of the joy of life. You probably don't even remember her anymore. The loss of happiness, but she takes away her own happiness. She's always busy with something. She's unfair. Sometimes she's unfair to me. Chick, her success exists only in illusions. So, I mean, if, let's say, well, look, for example, here, in reality, for instance, there could have been a marriage relationship, but she's unfair. Like, let's say, he got divorced a long time ago. Or maybe he would never have married her. She blames you for everything. Or, for example, maybe it's the man's mother who says, "That snake, that cunning woman, she should have given everything to me or to my beloved son. She should have given it all, but she didn't." Well, there's something like that here, and it's absolutely unfair. There isn't even any legal basis for it. It's a complete illusion. She has an illusory success, whether it's in money or in love. Because look, this is an astrological deck, and here is Venus in Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio is all or nothing Venus, meaning love. He's mine. He always loved me. Everything is mine. Or it's about money. It's all or nothing. Everything must be mine. By law, for example, half of what was acquired in marriage should be shared. But for her, it's all mine. All mine. You see, that's the thing. Someone here is acting completely without any basis. Basically, is it that? They want or wanted to get rich at your expense. I'm basically the master of my own fate here. She, by the way, is aging because of this. Here. Now I understand. A woman may not even be old. But you know, it's like she carries all this misfortune in her life as a burden. Did you cause that here? Ask what I'm looking for about her. Go ahead.
Надо будет проводить, какую бы колоду взять. Вот эту вот колоду возьмем. Еще.
Well, I don't see it. Well, here it's more like, there's more judgment here. They're showing me magic almost coming up here. Some illusions are showing up. Well, I wanted to look at magic, but here it's more about some kind of human injustice. What's going on here? Okay. Well, in illusions. Also, the man is caught up in illusions. It's showing the past. Only the man loves you, I think. He can't choose anything. He can't make a choice. Here the man shows. Here it's not her. It's mainly showing, well, some man related to her. Which man depends on you, depending on which man. How the student appears to you. What kind of man does a swordsman womanizer look like as a student? Some emotions, well, in the past, at least. He felt love, he dreams. Now he dreams, he has some dreams about you. But he can't choose something. He can't decide what he wants. Imagine again, the card is tearing something apart. Like two ravens tearing it apart. He can't choose. Where to go? How to proceed? What to do? They also let you sit. Continuation. Mrs. the Ten of Cups. My reading is more about the past. How you used to sit together, hug each other. Here is this card, the past. She sits there pining. and can't choose anything at all, or can't move forward. Can't, no. He comes out on his own. Look, from 2 decks. It's the same King of Cups. King of Cups. The Eastern one loves some man, but she just can't choose. Look, she's thinking this way and that way. And what's interesting is that a snake is crawling out from under one of the pots. I have a feeling that it's some woman. A snake crawling out. Well, either the snake is the mother or the snake is me. But for some reason, it's more like the ex-wife. And if we're being honest, an ex-girlfriend too, by the way, maybe. Not necessarily. She might have thought that he was supposed to marry her, because the marriage is kind of reversed there. Or maybe an ex-wife. Subtitles. Well, again, I don't see any magic here. It's just that a man shows up. He can't do anything towards you, that's all. And even if there was any magic, maybe it actually affected him in the opposite way. Because if it's some ex-wife or some woman from his past, maybe she somehow influenced him. Because, oh yes, the destruction is affecting him, not you, he added. That's how it is. Well, you see, she meant well. Well, that's why they say you shouldn't do love spells. A man could die, you know? Let's say she cast a spell on him, or wanted to harm you. The destructive force falls on him. Well, that's how people pay for magic. For bad magic. If there was magic involved here. Well, it's an unwise decision. Something dark, black magic. Because Virgo is reversed here, astrologically. And Virgo represents purity, purity of thoughts, help, a helper. But here, on the contrary, I'm not helping. I'm destroying. I'm destroying. I'm not helping. Well, and then, yes, going to some old man or some old woman. The old woman doesn't help. She destroys. She commits unwise, unspiritual acts. That's why there will be punishment. What kind of punishment? It will affect health, too. Because Virgo is responsible for health. Well, the ninth Tsarsharka is responsible for health, so she ages faster, menopause comes sooner, and a hump may develop. I'm serious. Something grows. Something growths appear. Some kind of growths. Well, even growths on the face. And maybe something else health-related could grow. This causes a lot of discomfort because the person doesn't learn anything, won't get what they want, and none of their plans will work out. Anyway, all right, we've already looked at this. Any plans will just fall apart. I'm picking it up right now here.
Колода.
Here it was with me, just in case I need it. Here we accidentally caught some lady. We caught her by accident. Or maybe she might. Periodically, during lunar cycles, our Queen of Cups shows up as emotional here. I mean emotionally. And for cups, it's often about lunar cycles. Especially for women. And the man here is the same, by the way. Twice for him. Well, maybe he's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, something like that. That's also possible, as an option. But not necessarily. Well, or just some emotional people. Because they are going through things emotionally. I mean, maybe they also remember. Or drink. Alcohol could be involved here. Maybe they drank. In general, water, or the moon have a strong influence here. So, next, let's see who is here for you, who is thinking about you, who is thinking. Well, what they say about you. Yes, they say. Thinks.
Это у вас. М, Так.
Something. A busy person. Very busy. Hands are tied. Well, actually, the hands aren't tied. He could have come. That's it. He's talking to himself. You see, he's looking at himself and saying, I can't come right now. And this card can show that there's a lot to do. I might not be able to handle it. Or,
Um,
someone could steal from me, or I might lose something if I don't finish immediately.
Кто это?
Oh, someone, a man. Again, I ask, who is it? A man.
М,
Upset.
м.
Because of the witch? Well, I'm asking who and because of what? Upset. Because of the witch. Because of the witch. Upset. That's you, maybe. The witch. You're the witch.
Мгм.
You're giving some kind of structure. Well, this card here, now I can't say for sure whether you are family to him or you earn money together. Well, then, look, if you earn money together, I can immediately say that you could pay him more. He thinks that way because he's upset. If it's like family, he already practically considers you family. Is it that he can't come? Or is it that you don't want to marry him? Of course you're upset, and he's upset because of the witch. So, for example, if it's a man, do you even have a husband? He tells himself, I do so much, I try so hard, she could love me more. I'm serious. This only applies to those whose husband actually says, I do so much. Thank you. I'm not lying, I'm not stealing, something like that. Well, yes. I can't do absolutely everything she wants. My hands are tied. Well, actually, he can do it, by the way. This card says he can do it. But for some reason, he's sure he can't. You want something, and he says, well, I can't do all that. I'm only talking about husbands here. This card can show the structure of the family. It could give me more. And if you're the boss here, even more so. Well, let's say you hired someone, for example. This could even be housework. He says I do so much, I can't just. Excuse me, polish a turd. You could give me more money. That's about how it might sound. Let's put down another card. Some upset man is getting emotional. Oh,
Ёрнутая смерть.
and I say, he won't tell you. He's afraid of losing you, afraid of the death card. Look, for example, if he's working with you, or if you hired him. Oh, she'll just fire me and hire someone else. What's the point? I'll have to get upset, suppress my emotions. And what if my husband says, forget it, kicks me out, divorces me, and we break up? Then what? That's why I'm saying, people are right to fear the death card. You're definitely a witch. People want to stay in your circle. Whether it's making money with you or being in a family, they're afraid. This man is afraid to speak up, because otherwise you'll break up with him, and then he won't have any chance at all. And he says, maybe I should thank someone else for something too. He would like to. He would like to. He doesn't say it. He thinks that someone might turn him in.
О, как
Someone might know, as if someone could know. He says, if I tell someone, they'll go and tell her everything, and I'll lose her or I'll lose my income. My head hurts. I just need to vent. He's basically just an upset guy. But he says, if I tell, well, if, for example, it's a husband or some man who wants to live with you, it doesn't have to be a husband, right? He says, damn, if I tell someone, what if it gets back to her? And then she'll see it as a real betrayal, like the Five of Swords. She'll take it that way. I won't do it. My head hurts. I just won't, he says. And if it's at work, well, it's like the coworkers for some reason think that they'll immediately report it if you pay here. Well, basically, it's like you'll find out. Well, the husband just thinks, the witch will find out. The parasite will find out everything I think about her. All the bad things. Well, look, since he doesn't say anything, yeah, he thinks about it, gets upset, but doesn't say it. He's afraid to lose her. Well, he respects her. So what does it mean? He respects her. He respects her. He does respect her, but the King of Swords thinks a little differently. He scolds her, yes, he scolds her. Says, I'm the one who's right. I'm the one who's right. She never agrees with me. Yes, I think more correctly. My direction is right, and her direction is wrong. Well, he's afraid of losing. See, death comes up here. Okay, we've figured things out with this guy here. Well, that means she respects her. I'm looking again. Yes. That's it. The winner respects her. It says here. She is recognized. She is recognized. For some reason, she is always recognized as being right. That's what he also says. Because with the Six of Wands, he knows. Well, he kind of understands that you are successful and that society has already recognized you. So, I mean, yes, if I say something wrong about her now, society will recognize her again.
Oj.
Okay, let's keep watching.
Mm,
Who else here is thinking about you? Thank you. Well, you could say the whole world is thinking about you. Well, there's a good person thinking about you, a really good person, a peaceful one, someone you can come to an agreement with, someone who knows a lot, maybe an unusual perspective on things. By the way, you might often have different views on certain things, but you discuss them, the person is open to it. For example, here, maybe they showed some man, yes, that he might get angry, that you don't always take his side, not the way he wants, and he gets angry about it too. That other people agree with you, yes, but here it's different. There can be different opinions, and the person will listen to yours too. And in general, it's kind of diplomatic, you know? Well, could this person also be far away from you, somewhere in the world? By the way, they might show a traveler, a person who often goes somewhere, expanding their worldview or broadening their horizons. Well, I mean, to another place, so in this case, it's quite a long distance. For example, they travel to big cities, or even travel abroad, all over the world, something like that. Well, maybe they spend a lot of time on the internet, or read a lot at the very least, right?
tak.
Well, it's good that the card came out reversed.
Mm,
Yes, does he think he can somehow meet you or something? This person has been going through a very difficult period, I can tell you right away. And it's like now two opportunities are opening up. Either this person wants to share these opportunities with you, maybe meet with you, or also expand something, as if to gain something, like two opportunities have opened up. I feel like this person just loves to share their worldview with you. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't matter who this is. By the way, the cards aren't showing us who it might be yet. Well, this is someone who is fair, so your opinion matters to them. This person sees you as fair, someone who can calculate human karma, weigh everything, and they like sharing things with you. In general, there was some difficult situation here. There was something in the past, and there's something now.
вот слушай, история страшно тяжелая.
The person has major karma. Oh, they lost their goal. Their wish didn't come true. Some dream was lost. They couldn't do something, didn't know how. Maybe a long trip was postponed, coming somewhere. Some dream was lost. Even financial happiness was lost, too. Some kind of disappointments, a broken heart. And here, look, a broken heart is showing up. This could be about a woman, maybe, or someone loves you.
Сейчас.
I don't know, a sunny person. And there are also a lot of major arcana cards coming up. It's hard to say for sure. But here, some kind of hope appears, and the person wants to share something with you, just to tell you something, to throw out some idea, as if, not necessarily advice. You are an interesting person yourself, and you can think in different ways, this card immediately says. In different ways. You might even speak different languages, if you happen to know any. The person is not a fool, they're aware, but for some reason your opinion is very important to them, and they might not even ask you, just tell you something, as if, and as if to watch your reaction.
Uh,
They want to know. It's like you can see some hidden obstacles that they might have to face. You know? It's like you can foresee negative events. That's a person's karma showing up in negative events. Well, for example, a person decided to take out a loan, and you can say, look at this, that, don't rush. Go see a lawyer, sign, calculate your expenses and income so that you have a safety cushion for at least 6 months. So it's like you can, from the bottom of your heart, really? Yes. Give advice on what to pay attention to, or even not exactly give advice. When this person tells you something, you say it, and that's it. And he takes note of it, like, oh, I didn't think about this. Even though he's smart too. I didn't think about this. I should look at this too. Yes. Still, it still points more to a woman. Maybe they see you as some kind of woman who, when it comes to money, over there, oh, the viewers think of you that way. That's what I was asking about you. Well, yes. When you're a priestess of pentacles, intuitively, like you have good intuition. In general, you have teachers like that. The person even sees you that way. So, yes, with the sun, it could be a child, possibly your child, or
yeah.
really anyone. Honestly, well, the sun, a man, a child. But in general, this is a conscious person, just with a different opinion. That's how I would put it. And again, we're saying that each of us has our own truth. And here, this person doesn't force you to believe in their truth, doesn't impose it on you, accepts your worldview. Sometimes it can even be a bit confrontational. Well, at first, maybe it's like, well, why is it like that? Yeah, there's something going on in your head. They might start arguing against you. This card can also mean arguing against your goal, against your vision. But they argue in their own way. Without belittling you, they argue. Yes. Still, it leans more towards this woman. Thank you. That's how it seems to me. Oh, it's the card again. Just from your circle, just pointing out once again that it's someone from your circle who cares about you. Thank you. A person who is independent can earn money and can live on their own. There is a shortage of them. There is a shortage of money here. Thank you. But as a structure, there isn't.
Uh,
But I don't think they can ask for money here. Although your pentacle energy, yes, might suggest that you give off a sense of comfort, that you could provide financial support. Well, the person themselves is also independent. But look, then you appear in my pentacles as the high priestess, and here it's just the 9 of pentacles. The person is confident, self-aware, maybe younger, or their financial situation is a bit worse, or they have less knowledge in this area. Senny, is that you? And when they talk to you, yes, they immediately understand whether it's a red light or a green light, whether you can go along with his idea or not. Well, in general, it's apparently hard to figure out the overall reading. This is an interesting person. So, who else is thinking about you? Yes, a sensitive feminine man. I see. Girls are writing, maybe, so let's ask. Yes, maybe such a real man. And he treats you very carefully and doesn't even admit that he doesn't really understand something. Carefully, you see, he carefully nurtures the Seven of Pentacles, so as not to destroy it, probably. He's ready to invest, by the way, although for some reason he considers himself.
Умение.
Damn. Well, it's either a son or a man who, for some reason, thinks that you are somehow more worthy. Like, you're such a Queen of Pentacles kind of lady. Yeah. Let's say you understand everything better. Or, for example, if a man like that is courting you, he thinks you could marry someone 100 times better, someone better than him. So, he says you need to invest yourself very carefully. When he puts himself above you like that,
100%.
but he's ready to invest here, but still puts you below himself. So it's like you have more financial assets or something. I don't know, maybe a better apartment, a higher status. You don't know, but you look like you could marry a millionaire. A millionaire? I know you could. Well, 100% above his status.
Ага.
Let's keep watching. Well, yes, Vera, the sun is also a really good match. Who else is thinking about you? Well, so far everything is fine. They only showed some woman who occasionally gets a little crazy about you. So, who else is thinking? No. Either someone moved somewhere, or the person is having a really hard time right now. Some issues. Oh. It's so hard for the person. Thank you.
Думаю, класс.
Maybe they're sick. Thank you. This is the card of rebirth. Either you had a falling out with this person because you feel that all paths to you are completely closed, or the person got sick and is ill, and it feels like that's it. It's over. Life. Thank you. Very strong negative emotions are coming from the person, but with this strength, people are actually drawn to you.
Шутки
An upside down lepa.
какие-то.
Well, it could be like a child, but at a distance. Then, or if you had an argument with your child, they're really taking it hard. Or if they went somewhere. Thank you. Well, look, about the Fool card, if it's about a child, at first, yes. Let's talk about it. For example, she got a little sick, and that's it. Her whole life fell apart. Her mom isn't around, and it's so hard for her. If her mom were there, everything would be fine right away. That's if we're talking about a child. If you suddenly had a fight with your child, then the person feels like they have wounds on their heart, like everything is so hard. My mom doesn't understand me. She holds me back. Here, you come across as stronger. More negativity. An immature person can be any age. We have all kinds of immature people. Well, in this case, the person says, it's impossible to restore anything. Everything is closed. Everything, some kind of disaster has started here. What kind of person is that? No, friend. We're not friends. It's impossible to be friends. Subtitles. I don't love her anymore. Well, damn. This is exactly the card of an immature person. Like a child, you know? I'll leave. I'll freeze. She doesn't love me. She betrayed me. That's it. Like, let me die somewhere. Freeze to death. And then she'll regret for the rest of her life that she didn't love me enough. That's what I have. If you have small children, then it's actually normal to see this, because you are the center of the universe here, the strongest, the smartest, especially for little people. Well, strength. Yes, like a little lamb. She could bite me to death. I mean, I'm the little lamb. She could bite me to death. She could kill me right away. It reminds me of a small child, especially if you have small children. This really fits perfectly. Yes, adult children can sometimes do something crazy too. We all sometimes in childhood, well, can find ourselves feeling helpless. Well, I said here, either he left or you have to work by yourself. Well, how hard it is to plow like an ox when you're alone. Yes, or I got a little sick, this card. Got sick, maybe. I don't know how to recover. But mom knows. There are no friends nearby. Then it sounds like nobody loves me, only my mom loves me. Well, in the most negative scenario, some kind of infantile, let's say a really bad one, some infantile adult who is not your relative. Well, I mean an adult. And, well, I know, adult or not adult. But an adult, infantile, that's a scary thing. Although we all sometimes can fall into that kind of situation when something difficult happens, like trips or moving. An adult, he needs your care. Sorry, and here, going by the moon card, mom. Maybe if you, well, have a mom, some kind of help is needed. To pour out emotions, to tell everything, needs love. It's hard for me alone. We just can't be together. An adult person. Well, a grown-up child. According to the moon as well, again. But if this is a stranger, I just can't understand. A stranger is all about the moon. A stranger, all about the moon. A victim. I'm such a victim. She's so strong. She tore me apart like I was a lamb. What are you, a victim of circumstances? I'm a good partner, she says. A victim of circumstances. I'm a good partner. She says, I understand everything, but she's stronger. She has more opportunities. A victim. I'm asking about other people. I miss her so much. Five. I really need her money. She could understand me. I understand her. I'm so short on money, or maybe I just don't want something that much. The key is in her hands. I'm left without an apartment. I have nowhere to live, not even a place to spend the night, and I'm so hungry, and at the same time, I have nowhere to live. Well, if you look at other immature people, what a cool partner, right? She doesn't notice me. She doesn't love me. She doesn't want to be friends with me. She doesn't see a friend in me. Editor.
Кто вообще?
I'm a loner. I'm a water spirit. I'm a water spirit. No one wants to hang out with me. I'm an adult, a loner. The hermit reversed. I feel so bad. I'm so lonely. I have nowhere to live, and no one feeds me. And she's so strong, you know? She strikes me right away as a lone wolf. And you're like that little pig who built a house out of bricks. And in that house, he has everything he needs. But that's if it's strangers, some people, and they're adults. Adults. With the hermit. It's different if you say something, old man. Actually, I'm an old man myself. You can build a little house for yourself, cook your own porridge, and earn your own money. And someone here, well, if it's some man, then he's clearly drunk on water. Well, he's so lonely that he has nothing to eat. Most likely he drank a lot of water, alcohol, well, some kind of liquid. And he feels like a real victim. And he says, I miss her so much. Why isn't she friends with me? It turns out I'm actually such a good person. If we're discussing children, let's focus on them. Since children come here, sometimes immature parents do too. With the moon card, mom, well, for example, she can handle something on her own. She can't go far to take care of her own business then. If it's a child. Oh, here it's just a cup. A cup, the 6 of cups came up, you know? I love it so much. I love it so much. About children in the past. This is a card of the past. We loved each other so much, and now we've grown up to that point. It's exactly about grown-up children. Maybe it's just a bit hard for grown-up kids, and for adults too. It was so good in the past. Oh, look. See, looking out the window and saying, well, when will Mom come? She'll bring milk right here to me. Here I have a story about the lone wolf and the 3 little pigs. Here I have a story about the little goat who never brings any milk.
Как?
Look, right. Where's Mom? Or, well, Mom, when is she going to come? Or when is she going to bake some pies? I'm just sitting here waiting. Ha ha! Maybe you're sitting in the kitchen, doing something? And here, there's no doubt at all, that you'll come to the little goat, and you'll bring some milk, and you'll bake some pies. There's no doubt here. There's a clear understanding that Mom will save you. Even if you're sick, Mom, yes, she'll quickly make some broth. She knows which medicine to give. Oh, what joy is already here. The sun has come out, the sun has come out. Well, here it's about children or adults. Well, parents who are already immature, meaning they can't do something themselves. Well, we all become old people. Sometimes it's even hard to bend over, or your hands shake. Yes, that happens to parents. To the elderly. You can't even fry something or cook for yourself anymore. But then, the sun comes out from behind the clouds, and there it is. She has so much strength. She can protect me. So, here, if something like this happens, well, something like this, maybe someone is sick or far away, far away. There's a lot to do, and loves you so much, just loves you so much, and loves you. And when you're not around, my heart, well, when you're not around, you didn't give a candy, a pastry, didn't give any money. Oh, you didn't take care, you didn't make time. But when you do make time, that's when happiness comes. Well, let's watch this wolf howling at the moon for 5 more seconds, and then we'll probably finish talking with them. Today, the guys were so funny who came by. There was only one strange lady, but the rest were pretty normal. Well, in general, the wolf here got a little too cocky too. So now let's ask him, do you need a family? He says, I do. He says, I can be a very good head of the family, and I know how to do it. Like a real hierophant. He says, I can teach her everything, how to live the right way. I have all the keys. Respect. There should be reverence, like for the head of the family. Then I would be happy for a long time, forever. But instead, here I am, sitting and howling at the moon. I don't know why she doesn't love me. I really don't know.
Там она меня не любит. Вот.
You see, a lone wolf. Why doesn't she love me? I'm such a good partner. She says all the roads are open for her. At first, I didn't understand what he was saying. He says all the roads are open for her. Why isn't she crying because of me? Why am I here crying like a fool when she's not crying over me? It's just stress, you know, from her. And here I am, running around like a squirrel. You understand? My nuts are great. Well, maybe these Fabergé ones are more fitting, but my nuts are great. The house is falling apart without her, you know. And she doesn't even cry. That's just more stress because of it. Well, yeah, she says. I've already read so much here about how to manage women. And he probably told her something, hinted at it more here. Kind of like the Page of Swords. Just a little, I did hint to her here. To the Queen of Cups. Why didn't she rush to love me? Right away. She didn't come to me by boat, didn't answer anything. Where's my chance? Why didn't she give it to me? This is happiness. I'm destined for her by fate. Where is my destiny? Why doesn't she see her destiny in me? Oh, but I am, he says, the emperor. I am the emperor, he says. Well, in general, everyone has their own truth. You don't see an emperor in him, but he sees himself as an emperor very strongly. And who do you see in him? He kind of hinted here, hinted to you. And you say, well, heartache from him. Just a sick four, that's the four of swords. Sick, sick. He says some kind of sick, sick man. Yes. Kind of charismatic, but still a sick, sick man. Really a sick man. There are no prospects with him at all. To be clear, I know this. I can do it myself. I can live better on my own instead of just sitting around about him. Even if I have less money or a smaller apartment, I can do it myself. It's fine, yes. I'm the star here. Who needs him anyway? Like he's some emperor. So girls, that's the story. Today we looked at all the unlucky folks here. So there's some unlucky guy and a woman. The rest all seem to be lucky and normal. Well, as for our children, no matter how old they are, by the way, our children, they always need some care, just like we need them, so that's normal.